Hi everyone, it's October 28, 2012. I'm Dwight Schmuck. This is the Schmuck Look. And the first thing off, I want to thank my three newest subscribers. Transporter78213, thank you. Brian Doty, thank you. Lars Sod, thank you. I do appreciate the subscription, guys. I appreciate the views. Talk to me. Give me your opinions on what I'm doing. Let me know whether you agree or disagree. Be nice, but be honest. That's all I ask. Thank you again for subscribing. It does mean a lot to me. It really does. Thank you. On to the rest of the show. It's the first day of what may turn out to be Frankenstorm. We're going to get, according to the U.S. Meteorological Service, I mean, this is a bunch of highly paid guys. We've got weather satellites and weather radar and this, that, and the other doodad. And so far from what I've been able to gather out of the newspaper, somebody somewhere is going to get some weather sometime. They're not sure if it's Ohio, New Jersey, New York, northern New England, but somebody, somewhere, at some time is going to get some weather. Pay me. Okay? I just told you what these highly paid technicians have been able to say. They can't pinpoint anything. I mean, that's a pretty goddamn big stretch of America. Ohio, New Jersey, northern New England, everything encompassed, that whole bit. They're not sure if it's going to be rain or snow. They're pretty sure we're going to get some wind. There will probably be coastal flooding. Well, hell yeah, anytime you got a hurricane, there's coastal flooding. Duh! We're paying these guys how much for what? Exactly? Yeah, I'm a little disturbed by highly paid people today. Again, surprise. There was an article in the Brattleboro Reformer the other day that some experts have said that the evacuation plan for Brattleboro surrounding area in case VY goes Fukushima or whatever, or if it goes nuclear, it's a nuclear power plant. If it goes 3 Mile Island, that the evacuation plan for the area is inadequate. Again, no. Gee golly, you got 45,000 people all trying to get somewhere on those tiny little roads here in Vermont, which in, Brattleboro, Dummerston, Vernon, it's what you got, tiny little roads. You got one major highway, but I'm thinking that's pretty going to be jammed up, You got all these people. Now, they're first of all going to try like hell to get home to pick up wife kiddies who have been transported somewhere else by now. Because, let's not forget, you've got emergency services and cops helping to evacuate. So you've got all these people going every which way, because, hey, even here in Wilmington, yeah, I'm over the mountain and everything, but you would have thought I would have heard of some kind of evacuation plan. The people in charge aren't telling those of us who live around here what that plan is going to be. We have a plan. What is it? We can't tell you because then you'll know. And if you know, well, shit, you won't need us. But we'll tell these experts over here, and they'll tell us if it's adequate or superb. No plan is ever superb. And, it's going to take this here schmuck. I'm going to tell you why. I did this with my son yesterday on the way to get groceries. You've got 40, 45, 50,000 people with tiny little roads and streets all trying to get home and then get the hell out before the worst happens. And the key word here was people. I didn't manage to throw in the other P word, panicked. We're all going to try to get somewhere else. Now, I don't care what your plan is. If you're dealing with people, your plan is just that. Thoughts on paper. Use it to wipe with tomorrow. Now, somebody pay me. I want paid. Come on, guys. What's an expert? In algebra, x is an unknown factor, and a spurt is a tiny little drip under immense pressure. There you go. There's your expert, your unknown tiny little drip. And he's going to say something because, well, somebody's paying him to say something. Yep, the plan is inadequate. No kidding. All plans are inadequate. It works like that. All your plans are inadequate when the crisis hits. Yeah, I went to the grocery store yesterday, not in terror because the storm's coming, but because it was my bi-weekly trip to the grocery store. I'm good now for 2 weeks. Okay, if this storm takes us away, which if it's all rain right here, it's gonna, because it's supposed to be twice as much rain as Irene last year. And although I didn't get wet where I am on that, I did lose power for 22 hours. And I had the internet for another 12 was gone. But I was pretty much alone. You couldn't get through Wilmington. It was underwater to here. And just down the road was underwater. But fortunately, right here, right across the road from the Deerfield River, it didn't come across the road. Thank you, God. Enough about Frankenstorm. I got one more thing to go on about here. Again, there's this idiot out there in Indiana, and I can't even remember the idiot's name, who said that, even if it's rape, well, the life that she's carrying is a gift from God, so no abortion. It's a gift from God. You know what, Bunky? You should be the one getting pregnant. What are you going to do? Well, what happens if the guy isn't, convicted of rape? Well, then she wasn't raped, so the abortion would be illegal, and now we'll put her butt in jail. But we have put somebody's butt in jail. That's the important part here, because one of our major contributors is a for-profit jail system. Would that it were before in the days when, you could just outright shoot people who took bribes and shoot those who gave them. That I saw the National Guard yesterday on the way over to Bennington to do my grocery shopping. They had, there was 3 or 4 of those Humvees, Hummers, whatever you want to call them, sucking up loads of gas because that's a pretty big hill. And there was a couple of the 2-bys, and they're sucking up the diesel up and down these hills. They're going somewhere on maneuvers to show the American people that, we've got the military out here on our streets, kind of keeping people a little scared. What's going on? Nobody's telling anybody anything. Of course, that's what our leaders do now, is keep us in fear, because that way we keep electing them, because they keep promising things will get better. If only we give up this right this week, and we give up that other right next week, and, well, it's just for national security, and me being the schmuck I am, I gotta ask, whose national security? Because it isn't my nation's security anymore. I'm thinking it's the nation you're trying actively to make it, where you get to be the guys in charge, and the rest of us just get to listen. That is called slavery. I'm against it, wholeheartedly. If it was up to me, you'd all get just exactly 1 term. Fix things, you're back out here in Populous. Oh, now you gotta work for a living. Golly gee, life's a sunny gun. Folks, I've been at you long enough. Again, to my 3 newest subscribers, thank you so very much. That would be Transporter 78213, Brian Doty, Lars Sod. Again, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hey, let's go have a cup of coffee and celebrate Frankenstorm. And maybe he's not going to... Oh, yeah, one last thing. We're 3 days here before Halloween. And there is, believe it or not, a few churches out there, part of a religion, that claim Halloween is, the bad thing because you're celebrating ghosts and ghouls and goblins and things unholy. It's a children's holiday. Get over it. I'm Dwight Schmuck. That is the Schmuck Look. Peace out there.